Okay, we're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show today. This is your buddy Uncle Bruce with Stock Markets with Bruce. Coming to you live from Rancho Mirage. Hope you're doing okay out there. Another fun day in the markets are in order, I think. We are ahead anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 points on the Dow Jones, depending on which second of the morning you're looking at the index. It is really jumping around right now, but it is generally positive. The market is trying to rise close to 3% in the pre-market. We've been up about 2.5 to 2.8% most of the morning. The S&P 500 is ahead 2.5% right now. NASDAQ about the same. Pretty well every stock you look at seems to have a green arrow beside it. Gold is up $49 an ounce to $3,022, so we're back over $3,000 an ounce for the gold bugs out there. Crude oil is up 32 cents. Not much of an endorsement this morning for good times. $61 a barrel in Texas. But we're entering a new phase right now. We had last Tuesday afternoon the show from the White House. The overnight reaction was awful. The next morning was disastrous. Wednesday was a crap show. Thursday was a nightmare. Friday was an even worse because every word out of the White House was just not working out for the market. And then over the weekend, this anxiety was building, wondering what the heck is going to happen. And Asia took the brunt of all of the uncertainty with a massive drop in Asian markets. But then we noticed the European markets not drop as much as the Asian markets as it opened up yesterday morning. And the European markets were down 5%. But by the time the American market opened up and we had this wild 2,400 point or whatever the number was swing from low to high during the day on the Dow, only losing 350 points. We had noticed that by the time the European markets closed, they were down about 3.5 to 4%, not 5.5. This morning, we wake up and see that Asia went up overnight. Europe is up nicely this morning, and here we are adding to that gain right there. This is right now a dead cat bounce. Technically speaking, this might be what we're into at the moment, a dead cat bounce. It's nice to see it at 2.5%, not 1%. I would be very worried if we were only opening with a 100-point gain on the Dow and a quarter of a percentage gain on the other indexes. I would not be very happy with that. Or I would be saying to you, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Where at the moment, it might get better before it gets worse. But this depends on a couple of other things outside of the market. And of course, the entire reason that we've had these dramatic drop-offs in the last week versus the fall of the markets over the last 2 months, the last week has been all one person's fault and no one else. You got the buck stops at the office of the President of the United States. That's where the buck stops. You can't blame China. You can't blame Berlin. You can't blame the United Kingdom. You can't blame those nasty Canadians. You can't blame those guys. No, it comes down to one guy. But okay, he put on his show with his little board on last Tuesday night. Now it's 6 days later, 7 days later. It's Tuesday this week. What the heck? Can you imagine how much fun we've had in 7 days? Because now we're beginning to hear new terminology coming into the lexicon of this business. The terminology now is talks. There are prospective negotiation talks that might be happening here. China's putting up the big wall. We're going to retaliate against your retaliation, and we're not backing down. Well, there's a good reason China is doing that. Think of yourself as a Chinese person in the upper echelon of government. What choice have you got? You're going to capitulate to the imperialistic money-grubbing Americans. You're not going to do that. You're communists. You have this reputation and this, iron grip on your citizens. You're not letting go of that. You're not going to show weakness. You're going to show strength, and you're going to take it out on your own people probably. But nonetheless, look, the Chinese are going to put up a wall of resistance. But the Americans are actually in a position of strength. This is something that I think Donald Trump knows. Every president does know, and every industrialist knows, every globalist knows in America. Those folks who watch from the sidelines the craziness of politics, who's trying to stay out of that and just think about economics. Those of you who are trying to make money in the market without being political about it, you know something that the president knows, that the Congress knows, that the Senate knows, and all traders of importers and exporters know. The fact is that for every $10 of stuff that comes into the United States from China, only about $1.50 goes into China. So there is definitely a deficit of trading dollars going on between the two countries. And the thing that you may know, or you knew and kind of forgot about, is that once a decade or so, the president of China will fly over to the United States and meet with the president. Once every decade, there certainly is a G7 meeting or a G10, and they generally fly in. But when China comes over with a high-end delegation, everybody puts on a show, all right? And what happens almost every time? An announcement is made during the visit that Boeing just gets a contract for 100 jets from a Chinese airline, or John Deere gets an announcement that they just sold $200 million of tractors, or Chinese government comes to appease America with little handouts. We're going to buy billions of dollars worth of this and billions of dollars of that, and the president is looking good and he feels good, and it sells to the base, and it's all calm. But the reality continues that as Americans gobble up everything China is making at cheap prices, Americans sell to China what they can, but the Chinese have had a little habit of, you've got a new software program that does complex calculations on blah, 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 blah. Well, we're just going to copy it, and we're going to steal it, and we're going to license it here, and you're going to have to sue us in Chinese courts to, get us to pay up for it. And you'll never win because we control the courts. American businessmen know you want to import something into China, it's likely going to become stolen by them eventually, where they'll produce what you've done cheaper or through another way, and you're going to lose out. So that doesn't stop. And look, right now, I commend the president of the United States standing firm to China because he's in a position of strength. He's saying to these guys, you bastards cheat, you bastards steal our copyrights, you don't do anything about the fentanyl thing. These drugs coming in out of your country are ridiculous. We're not happy with you guys, and we don't think you're doing enough. And every time you have a problem, you blame us. Like it's our fault that you've got problems, and yet 8.5 out of every $10 of trade goes your way, not our way. He has a point. But there's one other little problem here. Okay, I have a problem. This is just now me. This is my opinion. Okay. What I don't like is countries like America, Canada, others who want to do business in China and subject themselves to Chinese law and business practices and payoffs and bribes and you name it else to open up coffee shops in China or McDonald's locations or KFCs or what have you. I believe that if you're doing business in China with China, you are undermining your own country. Um, Plain and simple. The richer China gets, the more bullets they can afford to produce, the more aircraft carriers they can make, the more submarines they can produce, the more nuclear power plants they can afford to build, the more nuclear weapons they can make. And these guys are eventually going to be a problem. And this has been ignored for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The old game is, well, do we deal with them economically so that they won't become militaristic? If we can keep that relationship going, all is well. Well, it's all fine and dandy to think that way until they're as powerful as you are militarily. When they're just as powerful as you are, or they have the ability to throw 150 million soldiers into a conflict and you can throw 10 million soldiers into a conflict, that's a problem. And they have the money to do that. They have the bodies to do that. They have the lack of respect of individual human dignity to do that. American soldiers are brave and tough and really good at what they do, but there aren't 150 million of them ready to go. There is nowhere for the United States to draw 150 million troops from to do anything. Not even immigrants illegally coming into this country. You can't even round them up to do it. So we have this dilemma that will eventually be a huge problem. And it may not be this president's problem. It might be 3 or 4 down the road, 5 down the road. I don't know. Because the Chinese philosophy is we're here forever and we're in the middle of a 1,000-year plan. They've been saying that for 5,000 years. We're in the middle of a 1,000-year plan. We don't run a presidency for 2 years and then go for elections. We bring in a guy to run the country and he becomes the next dictator of the country, although we say he's been elected by the population. You'll notice that Chinese leaders rarely change during your lifetime. Where in America, every 4 years, who knows what the hell's going to happen? And every 2 years at your congressman's office. America's always electing new leaders. China doesn't elect new leaders. They have leaders who appoint people. And then every once in a while, the media says, hey, whatever happened to the number 2 defense minister? And the leader of the Air Force is gone. Haven't heard from that guy in 3 months. What about the economic director? He's under house arrest. For what? No one has said a thing. No one will say a thing. Because when you have a dictatorship, you don't have to talk. You just take care of business inside your little fiefdom. And everyone is terrified of the government. When the public at large is terrified of their government, you have a dictator type position, type game. And unfortunately in America, in the last 6 months, a lot of Americans have become terrified of their own government. Certainly a lot of foreigners are terrified of the United States government. A lot of foreigners inside America are all of a sudden worried that, gee, am I going to get a knock on my door from the ICE people to kick me out? Certainly students at universities are worried. Never had to be worried about that before. No trial, no nothing. Supreme Court is allowing Trump to kick people out under an 1800 law, some kind of a law from the 1800s that still on the books. No trial, no appeal, no discussion. You're out. Well, you think that's instilling a lot of confidence in people to get out there and say their piece? Kind of tough, isn't it? In France, since the 1800s, the French have not been afraid to challenge their government. Even to this very day, the French are not afraid to tell their politicians to go to hell. Politicians are afraid of their people in France. I don't know how much longer that'll work. Germans are pretty vocal about what they want. Norwegians, the Finns, the Swedes, Danes, the Netherlands, Belgium. Europe is pretty strong when it comes to rights of humans regarding their governments and their totalitarianism. Unfortunately, in Romania and Belarus and in Russia and in other communist-run countries, the public is terrified of their government, terrified, because of the men in black that just show up in the middle of the night and take you away in an unmarked van, never to be heard from again, because you're an agitator. You're a shit disturber. You're out of here. You got to decide what you want to be. You got to decide where you want to be and how you want to be doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, you're here with me to say, can you tell me how to make money in this market? Because, man, has it gone goofy. Well, I'm telling you, trying to say to you here, some of what's been going on in the market has been because of a philosophy being adopted by the administration in Washington that is centered around one guy and his thoughts. And I know of nothing more un-American than that. America is not one guy. America is not what the president wants by himself, or certainly hasn't been until now. But at the moment, the Congress is toothless. The Senate is missing in action. And everyone is looking to one guy in the White House to tell them what to do and how high to jump. And I've not seen this before. I've not seen this before in a profound way like this. And to me, I find it un-American. I find it unnormal American. Maybe this is the new normal for America. Maybe America wants this. Maybe the population of America wants to be dominated by one guy who's 80 years old and follow whatever he wants to say. I don't know. I'm not American. I can't tell you that. But the markets are worried about one guy's opinion and one guy's thoughts and one guy's tweets out of nowhere. And so here we are looking at the Dow up 1,000 points, kind of going, if he doesn't say anything, we might be able to hold this. But if he does something in an hour from now, if he makes a comment to someone about something, that could be interpreted as something negative, and the market could lose 2,000 points in an hour. We did see the market yesterday morning down 1,700 points at one point in the morning, to then go up 700 points half an hour later on a rumor that he may have theoretically thought to say something, and then come right back down and lose 1,000 again. Those were trillions of dollars of gains and losses that happened in minutes. That doesn't do any good for the confidence of the investors as a whole. And investors, remember, are not Americans only. Investors are everybody, the globe as a whole. And so right now, the world, not America, the world is looking at the US markets going, hey, they're up today, finally. They're up first thing in the morning, finally. And rather than finally halfway through the day, they've turned green. No, they're green pre-market. This is a nice change of pace. Haven't seen this in a week? But the rest of the world is asking right after that comment that we're up, for how long? And how strong is this rally? Is this just a dead cat rally? After all, the Dow Jones had been as high as, here we go, 45,073. That's the high for the Dow Jones index, okay, 45,073. We're now at 39,228 with this rally locked in here. We're still down about 6,000 points. It's 15% lower. That is correction territory. Lose 5,000 more points, you're in a bear market. A 20% drop from 45,000. Heck, yeah, another 4,000 or 5,000 points. It's bear market territory. So the world at large is saying, hey, it's great to see this gain. We're not poo-pooing it. We all insist on that. We are not poo-pooing the move. What we're worried about is that this move is fragile, not solid. We'd love to see 2 or 3 days of this. Remember, markets go down faster than they recover, okay? You can look at any chart anytime you want over the history of, say, the Dow Jones Industrial or the S&P 500. COVID, it went straight down and then came back 6 months later. The financial crisis between 07 and 09 was god-awful, and it took a long time to come back. It came back, but, there were casualties. The attacks for 9/11, a sudden drop, and it took a while to come back. Going back to October, 1987, when the Dow lost 22% in one session. That took a while to come back. It came back, but it took a while to come back. The people who have the glass half full will say it came back and went even higher. Nothing to worry about. The folks with the glass half empty are saying, I don't like these downdrafts like this. I don't want to be in this kind of crap, because not every single stock comes back to new highs. No, there's a new grouping of leaders. There are casualties who are left behind in the battlefield who now are being buried, and we put flowers on their plots. The winners weren't the leaders of the market before, or maybe aren't deserving to be the leaders, but they're the ones who survived this carnage. Winners and losers. Right now, we are up 1,050 points. Fantastic. But we're down thousands, 6,000 still. This is 1/7 of a loss, a recovery. This is a nothing burger yet. So don't get too cocky here. Be careful. Now, option writers, you're here and you're looking at me going, Bruce, tell me how to make money as an option writer. I love your courses. I've been taking your courses. I want you to pop up a banner right now that tells me that your course is on sale, because if you put your courses on sale, I'll buy them. You're the greatest guy of all time. Okay, well, there they are. Buy 4 for the price of 3. And away we go. Okay, there they are. They're for sale. 18 lessons waiting for you on my website. What should I do, Bruce? I've taken some of them. I've taken most of them. I've taken all of them. I'm here. What do? I tell you, you keep doing what you've been doing before all of this nonsense, which is I have been begging you and begging you and begging you and pissing you off and upsetting you people. And I've been telling you to get out of the market. I've been telling you to sell. I've been telling you to liquidate your stocks. And I've been telling you to turn around and say to yourself at the same time, I've been saying to you, okay, which stocks do you really like? Which ones do you love? You love SoFi long-term? Do you love Rocket Lab? Do you like GameStop? Do you like AI, Unity? Do you like NVIDIA, Apple? What is it? If you like a certain stock or certain stocks, plural, all you need to do is dump these shares and turn around and write cash secured put contracts on the very stocks you love, offering to buy back the stock you just got rid of at a lower price than it's trading at right now. That's all I've been asking you to do. I have not been asking you to sell your stock and sit on money and put it into a T-bill and wait for a good time a year from now. I haven't been telling you that. I've been telling you to be active, but active from a option writing position, not a stockholder. A lot of stocks out there, you buy them and they give you nothing. They don't give you a dividend. They don't give you a birthday card. They don't say thank you for holding on to my stock. They don't have conference calls. They don't give you news updates. You don't see them on CNBC. You get nothing. Okay? Some are more active than others. Some are very inactive. And you are a sap sitting there in the dark hoping the stock will go up because you like the company. I say dump that crap. Get rid of the stock. It's garbage. And write cash secured puts. Offer to buy it back at a discount because you are a smart shopper. You're a smart investor. And you're sitting there going, well, yeah, I love SoFi. I love Rocket Lab. I love GameStop. I really like what Cohen is doing. He's got $6.2 billion in cash, and he might get into crypto. And this guy's a fighter. This stock was supposed to be off the board by now. They were supposed to be bankrupt years ago, and they're now sitting on $6.2 billion in cash. That's like $14 a share in cash, bringing in interest. They can't lose money fast enough to go under with their stores because they're making all this money in interest. I mean, wow. And yet they're shutting down unprofitable stores. Write cash secured puts at the very least. Now, what else can you do? Well, if you do sell stock and you get out of the market as far as holding paper, but you don't want to do cash secured puts. You just can't bring yourself to write cash secured puts. You would really rather, you've come here and you used to trade stock and you love the action and you've got the itch to do a trade and win. but you've gotten your ass kicked every single time. Eventually you lose. But now you come here and say, well, what about with options, Bruce? Can you help me write options to where I can make money on my stocks? And I say, sell your stock. And you go, what? I go, yeah, you sell your stock and you go liquid cash. Now you use the cash to write options with, and you're going to write credit spreads. And so you're not even going to own stock. You're going to write credit spreads on stock you like or stock you know. And you're going to go, yeah, Bruce, NVIDIA's $100 a share right now. It got down to 80, whatever the hell it was yesterday, the unbelievable low price of the session. I like NVIDIA. What do you think I can do with NVIDIA, Uncle Bruce? I'd like to get rich on this thing. 102.24 in the pre-market, up $4. Thank you very much. It was down as low as $86 yesterday. What I've been telling my viewers since it hit $150 a share and running up to $150 is I told my viewers, if you have cash, why don't you just write call credit spreads on NVIDIA? Why don't you write the 175, 185s? Stay 10, 15% ahead of the stock and write call credit spreads that last a week or two or three, and let them die worthless because these contracts are out of the money, and there's a sap out there willing to give you money for a contract that is worth nothing except time. You're willing to take that money, and it's a credit. You write a call for one price and you buy a call for a cheaper price, and the difference is your credit. And you're telling me again and again and again, Uncle Bruce, you're not going to believe this. You're talking about 5 to 7 to 8% returns on your money. I'm doing these NVIDIA credit spreads on these calls. I'm getting 8, 10, 12, 15% return on my money. I mean, they're giving me more money than I can believe. And why is that? Because the saps, think the stock is going to go up. Remember, they're option buyers of call options. They're buying out of the money call options, betting the stock is going to go up. That's what you're allowing them to do. You're allowing them to wager on the likelihood that NVIDIA will hit new all-time record highs at higher prices per share. Now, today we're at 102. If you're sitting on 10 grand right now, 15 grand, 5 grand, 50 grand, doesn't matter what you got, and you want to do a call credit spread on NVIDIA that's expiring maybe this Friday or next week or the week after, you might look to do 120, 125 NVIDIA call options. You're going to check the option chain for the next 3-4 weeks, and you're going to figure out which 2 contracts am I getting into. If you've taken my courses, you know how to do this. You've figured it out with help from Uncle Bruce, and you're going, well, yeah, I can sell this call and buy this call for 3 weeks from now, bring in a credit on my capital. I'm limiting my losses to the spread of the trade. Again, Bruce taught me all this on these lessons. They're on sale. Why don't I do that? Now, look, if you've taken a couple of my classes and you've taken a class on spreads and you're still not sure of yourself, open up a practice account with any of your brokers out there and do the trade in a practice account and try for yourself. I mean, I've been telling you that for 2 years, 3 years. Knock yourself out. Anyway, NVIDIA for the last 3 months has made people a fortune around here, and no one owns the stock. I have viewers that don't own NVIDIA and are making their rent, making their mortgage payments, building their retirement accounts to levels they've never seen before, or building value in their hands to grow their asset base dramatically. Congratulations. Now, some of you cannot write. You can't do call credit spreads inside your retirement accounts. You can only do it in Canada TFSAs, or you can do it in, of course, margin accounts anywhere. You'll figure that out on your own. But call credit spreads on any of the Magnificent Sevens have been a beautiful payoff for my viewers, a phenomenal payoff. And you just got to keep it going. We're up 1,045 at the moment. And I know I have viewers here going, yeah, NVIDIA's up $4, Bruce. I'm not worried. I'm writing 115, 120s, 125s. Come and get me. I dare you to come all the way up here. Others are saying to me this morning, well, I wrote 110s. I'm a little close now. You know what I'm going to do, Uncle Bruce? I'm going to do what you say in your classes, because you talk about rollovers. You talk about strategies to stay ahead and out of the way of the market. Lesson number so I'm going to do a stink bid to close out these offers. That's another lesson. To do a stink offer at a higher strike a week or two further out for a larger credit. That's another one of your lessons. This pays. This college course you're offering on how to be an option writer, you've changed my life. And I say, welcome to the party, pal. If you want to understand how to make money in the options market, you better understand the options market. It doesn't, there is no free ticket. There are people who'll say to you, you can get a free ticket into the options market and trade the options market. The guys at Robinhood make it real easy for you to open up an options account at Tasty Trade or at Fidelity or wherever. You can open up an options trading account all over the place, and they'll let you in to play options. Of course they will. They need saps to come in there and buy and sell contracts who do not know, the saps who don't know what they're doing. They're calling you, come on in here, you sap. We want your money. I say, why don't you go into that pit, that option pit, knowing how options work, understanding the psychology of the options market, realizing how options die, even if the stock goes against the contract itself, the option will still be worthless. This is a concept that the saps don't seem to remember or comprehend or want to learn. But folks around here who are becoming option specialists are saying, Uncle Bruce, your 18 classes have helped me understand the option market and the philosophy of the stock market and the philosophy of the entire global markets to now help me realize you can't make money being an option writer just because you have a gut feeling a stock is going to do this or that. You have to understand where you are in the world, where the market is, where your stock is in the planet, not in the market, but in the planet itself. Because there are certain people who say things on Twitter or somewhere else that could affect your stock price and option returns. You've got to pay attention to the big picture. And I know some of you don't want to do that. You're lazy. You just give me the trade, Bruce. Just tell me what to do and I'll be fine. I'm not going to worry the small stuff. You don't want to worry the small stuff? You're going to lose the big stuff. It's as simple as that. I'm just a guy in front of a computer that has a camera on it, which is a 720p pixel camera, which is garbage, and Apple knows it. This thing should be, way higher resolution. But hey, they cheaped out with my MacBook Pro. Maybe they'll get their act together down the road. I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of the computer, and maybe it is a good thing it's a lousy picture because you don't see all the battle scars. Maybe I don't look as ugly as I really am to you. I'm just a guy trying to tell you how to make money in this market and how to avoid getting caught and not be the sap. I'm sorry to say that even now in 2025, after 45 years, 46 years of being in this business one way or another, back then there were saps buying and selling stock. And they were buying and selling through the 70s and the 1980s and the 1990s and the 2000s. And many of them have come and gone. There were 45-year-old people I saw 45 years ago trying to guess the market, and they died of old age because right now they'd be 90. Many have left us, and they never made the big score. But, they had wins and losses, and, they got through life. I'm trying to say to you guys, there's another way to play this stock market, and it's not from a position of ignorance. It's from a position of knowledge. And the good news for you guys is you can learn this business without having to be in it for 25 years first. You can learn this business, a lot about this business, if you can find an instructor to guide you along in plain English on just how this is done. And I think that's what I've done with the lessons I've put together. But hey, you can call me a pitchman all you want. That's my job, is to promote my lessons and explain to you how they work and explain to you the market and try to keep you out of real big trouble and help you score a return from this market. Now, in the last 5 days, you've seen shit you've never seen before. That is true. And I've been warning you for months, if not years, that weeks like this can happen in the market at any time for any reason out of left field. And you finally saw an example of it your very selves this past week. You finally saw what I've been trying to warn you about, but you've all gone, oh, yeah, well, I hear you, Bruce. Yeah, I hear you. And then I get why is it down 1,500 points? Well, because you weren't listening to me. You shouldn't be asking me this question. You should have remembered what I've been trying to tell you. Well, here we are, up 1,000 points. Now, don't be mad at me if in 3 hours we're down 500 points. Don't get mad at me, because this could happen. This might be a very ugly little dead cat bounce. But on the other hand, this could be a wonderful opportunity for some of you to make a few moves this morning to cash in on some nice gains and reposition yourself into new positions that will pay you royally if we do drop 1,500 points from here. And it could well be for the next 4 or 5 days. We're going to have 1,500 point swings up and down and up and down, and it's going to drive some of you up the wall. You're going to not like it. Some of you are going to love it. Some of you are going to go, oh, this is great, Uncle Bruce. I love these swings. I am sitting here picking off these call credit spreads, these put credit spreads. I'm doing these cash secured puts. I'm rolling over my call options, my covered calls. Uncle Bruce, thank God you were there with those lessons that I took, and I'm here every day with your viewers. I've become a member of your channel, specifically a gold level member, because I get to see you every day, half an hour before you open up with the big show. And I see you Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock primetime live. Thank God you are here for all of that, because you have saved me a bundle of problems. You have completely transformed my investing style and my attitude towards investing. I no longer fear the stock market. I no longer worry about the stock market. I embrace the stock market, and I can't wait for the market to reopen every Monday morning. I hate long weekends, and I love how this market makes winners and losers instantaneously, because I have learned the art of how to be an option writer, and I've become a winner as an option writer rather than a sap loser and guesser of what is going to happen in the stock market. Welcome to the party, pal. We're just here to try to make a couple of bucks. I've got a poll question going here. I tried to load it up a couple hours ago and it didn't take, so I reloaded it 38 minutes ago. 233 of you are here to answer this simple question. I think SoFi, Rocket Lab, and GameStop are way oversold and will be rallying higher this week from where we are now. We're going to be higher than where we are now. And even now, some of these stocks have popped up already. 84% of you agree with this statement. Yep, I think you're right. 84% say they will be higher by the end of the week. Only 16% don't think so. I think that is a pretty accurate summation of the entire market, because right now we are up relatively nicely today. We have 115 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Appreciate that. We're going to see just where we end up with all of this. Never a dull moment in Happy Town. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me here. We open in 18 minutes. We're going to see for ourselves really what the market really thinks. We're up 96 points in the pre-market for Rocket Lab at 1848. SoFi is up 68 cents now to 1054. And GameStop is up 58 cents at 24.87. So thank you, stocks, for going higher, but I'd like to see more. I want to see GameStop annihilate $25 a share and run it to 26. SoFi, I want to get back to this 12 level. I want to be out of the single digits, and I want to be towards 12. And now I want a little run, a little machine, a little march, let's say, a little march back to the 15 level as earnings come up. Despite what any analysts are saying about fintech companies having a tough time, Rocket Lab at 1845, I'd like to see this bust through 20 again. It can then run into the 22, 25 neighborhood, making a lot of my viewers a lot richer than they are now. Spire Global is up 190 at 938. It looks like the legal troubles are over. Everything has been settled out. This Spire Marine sale will go through now, and maybe the shares will go back to 15 to 20 bucks. Maybe. They were down in the sixes yesterday. We're 938 right now. Find out soon enough. The Magnificent Seven are still all green this morning. Apple's up 520. Tesla's up 960, 970. Microsoft is up 930 a share. Google is up 460. Amazon is up 830. Nvidia up 571. And Meta Platforms 2272 higher. And most of these stocks, I think 3 or 4 of them were up yesterday. Only 3 were down yesterday. The losers yesterday in the Mag 7 were Microsoft, Tesla, and Apple. And Apple shares are not quite recovering all of yesterday's losses. They lost 692. They're up 525. Tesla is definitely ahead. Lost 6 yesterday. It's up 10 now. And Microsoft lost just under $2 yesterday. It's up 934 this morning. So all those 3 are green, but Apple is the laggard at the moment. Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, and Meta are all adding to gains that were enjoyed yesterday during the market trading session. Super Micro 35.49 up 249. ASTS up 164 to 22.97. AI up 114 to 20.29. Palantir up 554 to 83.38. MicroStrategy up $12 to 280.44. Unity up 107. Goldman up 22 bucks. Cisco up 50 cents. Spiders are up 15 bucks. The Qs are up $13. Netflix up $31. Pfizer up 27 cents. ARC Innovations up 222. IBM up 524 to $231. Uber's up 336. We've got HPQ up 70 cents. Home Depot up 10.74. Vanik Semiconductors up 7.79. Adobe up 8.94. And Enphase up $1.25 to 57.01. We have gains almost everywhere, right across. And now the question is, how solid are these gains? What can be added to these gains? And will the market as a whole hang on to or add to the gains so far? I believe that the global markets are coming in here. Global investors from Asia and Europe are piling into the early morning move. I get the impression, looking at this market right now, that the world investors out there believe the market will be higher than we are now several hours into our session today. I get the vibe that there are people out there who actually believe a 1,500 to 2,000 point rally in the Dow is in the offing today. I get the impression. I don't know if they're right or not, but 1,100 Dow points are up at the moment in the pre-market. But remember, sorry about that, remember, the markets in the pre-market only represent 1/10 of the buying power of the market. It is irrelevant, okay? It is just an indication. It is just a flavor. It's ooh, that smells good, but does it taste good? We don't know until we open for real, okay? We might be up on the opening, but we might only be up 550 points. It might not get anywhere near 1,000 on the actual opening. So don't get too upbeat about it. Don't get too down in the dumps that you were missing this rally, and don't get over optimistic. You just got to calm yourself and let this market happen like a duck and water. Let it just flow off. Bad days, good days, calm yourself. This is a psychological talent you have to be a successful investor. You can't get overworked on a great run or a lousy run. You can get frustrated, sure, emotional, but overall, you've got to be reflective here and go, okay, I get it. We lost 7,000 points on the Dow and we're up 1,100. Oh, okay, that's nice. Just like that young girl in Back to the Future, George McFly. Oh, he's cute and all, but you know, he's not like Marty. It's nice to see this up 1,100, but we're not up 7,000. Okay, we're not going to go up 7,000. We're not going to new record highs tomorrow. All right, so calm yourself. Get ready. Be observant on what's going on. Check your option chains constantly. Make sure you're in the zone with your trading, with your option spreads, your condors, your call positions. If you are sitting on 50, 60, 70% profits on written calls, don't get greedy and think, oh, the market's going to go up another 1,000 points, and then I'll buy back my calls and write new calls. No. You get out now and take the lock-in profit and create new contracts immediately, and don't gamble and guess the market. Cut it out. Eventually you learn it, or you don't. But eventually most of my viewers, they get it, and they go, okay, Bruce, I'm moderating myself. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to allow wins to happen, but I'm not going to let down days get me down. And I will be there on both sides of this market. When it goes up, I make money. When it goes down, I make money. Now you're an option writer. Thank you for joining me. We open up in 11 minutes. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you in here this morning. We've gone member only on the commentary now. Thank you, members of this channel, Chillin' members and Gold Bagel level members. Thank you. Please join this channel as a member, and you can comment during market trading time. We love having you here. And those of you who are subscribing to this channel, thank you. Welcome to the party, pal. You should be getting alerts. If you're a member, if you're a subscriber, you'll get alerts every time I go live. I usually only go live in the morning. Sometimes I go live middle of the day. Sometimes I go live at the end of the day. Sometimes I go live on a Sunday night. Unbelievable what this guy does sometimes. We're always watching. Thank you, Ray Sherlock, for being here. Richard Carlin and Stuart and Andrea and David, thank you all for being here and hitting the thumbs up button before I have a chance to ask you to. Thank you all. Jeff, thank you. Tom, Not Your Normal Trader, thank you. Aurora, Eddie, Sharon, David, Doug, Andre Della Torre, thank you for being here. Jared here. John Biscuit, I bought 10,000 worth of Robinhood yesterday at 31.38. I'm up. Keith, Just Truth, let's go, Bruce. Number 37, do a pool on Trump lasting 2 years, 3 years, or finish his term. I'd be curious to see that. Gil, Boston, Trump, baby. Chase, Rosita Parker, good morning. This president, Mitch is saying that the president spoke to the White House yesterday. The world is voting with their money, and the administration is getting a passing grade. There you go. Stephen Reeder, shocker. Bruce blames Trump. Katie, good morning, everyone. Mark Downs is here. Katie is here. Welcome. Jeff Glass, I'm writing covered calls today, and I'm waiting for the next rug pull on this thing. David, the actual tariffs get implemented tomorrow. Farmall Super C, the tariff announcement happened on the 2nd of April after the market close. Okay. Giddy up. John has his opinion on this whole thing. Corey is here. Gustav is here. Welcome. Aaron Duchesne is here. Welcome to the show. Charlie, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Aaron is here. Mitch again. James, Claudia, thank you for being here. Who else is here? Splair is in the house. Aaron Duchesne is here. Thank you. Outdoors Daddy is in the house. Welcome all of you to the program. Nice to have you here. Good morning, Bruce says Outdoor Daddy picked up NVIDIA, AMD, OXY, and NEO on the dip. Hope you're well and getting some cheap shares added to your long-term upsides, guys. Thank you all. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Alex, being here again today. Appreciate you being here. Stephen, thank you again. Who else is here? Ravenstown is here. Johnny Alandro, thank you. Larry Titus. Who else is here? Just saying hi to as many new names as I can, regular names. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Trying to catch up to a bunch of these comments. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. NFL Fans is here talking about SPX potential. Mike H is here. Crazy 49er. By the way, not everybody loves me. It's okay. Who else is here? Richard Vaughn. Who else saying hi? Free Rangers, Free Range, Michael Tucker. Mike is here. Matt, good morning. Number 100 thumbs upper. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Appreciate them. We went into 280 thumbs up yesterday. That was a really good run. I'd love to get that today. Help me out. Thank you, everybody, for nailing those thumbs ups. Thank you all. What's going on? Ricardo in the house, and RB is here. Yeah, this is all about Spire. He's talking about that the filing in the SEC. The company and the buyer reached an agreement to resolve their foregoing litigation. So they're going to work that deal out. It closes May 28th. So the stock is going up in response. Deep Value is here. Who else is saying hello? Some saying hi, some saying I hate you, some saying I love you, some saying I just want to get my name read by this guy. Bobby is here. Hi, Bobby. Jeff Glass, there he is, Jeff Glass. Charlie C2, 117 on the thumbs up. Thank you all. Good morning. Mandu number 5 is here. Thank you, Mandu. Brian Cheng bought 5,000 shares. Sweet. Who else is here? Computer Whiz, good morning to you. Dude is here. Flint Creek Soap Company is here. All the family is coming in. The whole family is showing up here. Nice to have you here. John T is here. Juan is in the house. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you in the house. John Anderson is here. D.H. Ruda, Juan, again, Legacy. And, of course, the knee emojis are being popped up here by some folks in the know. If you really want to know the power behind this market, it's not the President of the United States. It's not the Prime Minister of Canada. It's not Warren Buffett. He's not the power behind this market. You newbies, you have no idea. If you don't hang out here, you don't know that the real power behind this market, the absolute invisible force that makes this market move, these are these guys right here. The Knights of Knee. Those are the guys right there. Don't anger these guys. Look at this. You want to anger this face? Don't anger this guy. Even the Crusaders bow in front of the Knights of Knee. Because if they're not happy, they will say, "Nee," and he'll drive you nuts. You don't want that to happen. Welcome to the party, pal. We do try to have fun around here. Okay, it's not all serious all the time. Welcome to those of you who have been liberated from your day jobs. Those of you who have been able to retire a lot younger than you ever thought you would retire. Welcome to the freedom that is option writing, baby. Way to go. God damn, you guys look good when you write options. Man, you looking spiffy. This guy right here, he never figured out the codes. He wouldn't share the codes on how to write options. And I'm sorry to say that Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life. I'm sorry. No, he won't be joining us for the rest of his life, as mentioned right here. Mr. Takagi will not be here. This guy here is a winner. Believe it or not, this guy is a winner. He does the opposite. He loves shrinkage. You may not think he likes shrinkage, but he wins because of shrinkage. Not the kind of shrinkage he experienced because the pool was cold. No, it wasn't that. He is a winner because he is making money when his options shrink in price. And some of his pals live right here in the wintertime, enjoying this kind of neighborhood rather than the blowing, harsh winters up north. And I welcome you all to join us in this kind of environment, enjoying life. Remember, I get paid sometimes to think about things when there's nothing to think about. I get paid to worry about things when there's nothing to worry about. I've been worrying about the markets for months and months and months, and I have been pleading with you guys to worry about the markets as well. I kind of mentioned it as a giant Twinkie that could be a problem, and someone said to me, what about the Twinkie? What about the Twinkie? Yes, the Twinkie was overpriced stocks in an overheated market. And 3 minutes from now, we're going to be in a heating up market. How long it'll last, I don't know. But what about the Twinkie? I keep wondering about the Twinkie. But I begged you months ago, get out of this market, get out, get out, get out. Start writing cash secured puts if you want to hold into stock. Learn how to be an option writer without owning a single share of any stock. You can write contracts, call credit spreads, put credit spreads on the indexes rather than own the indexes. Why buy ETFs when you can write credit spreads on ETFs? SPY triple Qs, heavily traded contracts, beautiful liquidity, money in your pocket. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry that if you're a sap, I feel sorry for you. If you don't know how to write options, you are a sap and you're going to get your butt handed to you. If it hasn't happened already. There are people who are afraid to look at their 401k. Are you one of those people? Don't be afraid to look at your 401k. If you are an option writer, you're not afraid to look at your 401k. You can't wait to look at your 401k every single day. Welcome to the program. Thank you all for these knee emojis. The attack is underway. You must honor the Knights of Knee by putting up knee emojis, and the viewers here are doing it. There's no kidding about that. We're opening now in 1 minute. Larry Titus will honor us with the bells. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go, baby. Jeff, my Rocket Lab cover call is going to be in the red today. That's just fine. They're way out of the money, baby. Bobby, let's go, market. 2,000 point Tuesday. Let's go, Dow. Larry smacked them bells. Lisa, so yesterday's fake news about 90 tariff delay. How is that not market manipulation, right? Let's go. It was $2-3 trillion of money between friends. Just between friends. It's only a couple $1 trillion. Nothing to see here. Nothing to investigate, SEC. There's nothing to investigate. It's fine. Welcome all to the program. Larry, thank you for releasing us from our chains. We can now trade away. The markets are open now. And let's see what they're really going to do. A 1,200 point gain is what was indicated on the pre-opening for the Dow. Well, let's find out how the Dow really opens up. And maybe it will go up 1,200 points. Maybe it'll go up 1,500. Wouldn't that be lovely? But hey, we're here for the long run, people. We don't write options once and then never again. We write all the time because we are the casinos and we let the gamblers gamble. And welcome to the party of saps. Time to take money away from these poor people who are willingly going to give it to you. That's the shocker. They give you their money. They want to give you their money. And you must take it. Henry T. Hi, Uncle B. Welcome, Henry T., to the show this morning. Nice to have you here. Thank you, all of you who are members of this channel. Let me know, how long have you been a member of this channel? Are you making money in this market? Have you made money writing options in the last couple of years? Has it changed your life in any way? Let's go SoFi. Oh, baby, we're oversold on that SoFi. Well, we're up 1,365 points indicated at the moment from early trade. We're at 1052 on your SoFi, up 66 cents. ASTS is up 115 to 2248. Rocket Lab is up 85 cents to 1837. We have GameStop up 56 cents to 2485. MSTR up 1037. AI up 112. Super Microcomputer up 220 to 3520. Nvidia up 569. Tesla's up 1426. Costco up 2290. Coinbase up $7. We've got Google up 396, Apple up 458, Broadcom up 1340, Microsoft up 980, Intel up 47, Netflix up 3150, Meta Platforms up 2434, EI Lilly up $24, Amazon up 780, Uber up 379, Adobe up 8.25, Cisco up 66, AMD up 366, Unity up 90, Enphase up 96. Spire Global, 938 up 190, Moderna up 91, Pfizer up 32 cents, IBM up 273, HPQ down 16 cents. There's a negative. It's now only down 3 cents, so it's still negative, but it's coming back. Home Depot, 750 to the good. Vanex Semiconductors up 797, make it 820. Goldman up $20. Boeing up 630. Target up 295. JP Morgan up 1150, solid. Walmart up 184, Disney up 324, American Airlines up 25 cents, DraftKings up 181, AMC up 6 cents, Royal Caribbean up 974. So it's green pretty well everywhere, just around a 1,300 point gain, give or take. It's a 3.5% run up to start the morning. S&P up 3.3, NASDAQ up 3.2%. Welcome to the show. Okay, nice to have you here. Crude oil up 89 cents. The VIX, let's take a look at the VIX now. Down 772 at 39.26. Significant under 40. This is much better than yesterday's 60 high at one point in the pre-market yesterday morning. We're now at 39 and still falling on the VIX. Gold up 58 bucks, oil up 87 cents. The Dow up 1261. Okay. Cutting Edge Flick says, I wrote a covered call on my AMD for Jan 26. I just bought it back after only a month for a 50% gain. Thank you very much. Rock and roll. Charlie C2. Neat. Don't forget the knee emoji attack, says Charlie. Rock and roll, baby. We're up 60 now on SoFi. We're up $1.09 on ASTS. Rocket Lab 1885 up 133. GameStop is backing off 24.31. It got almost to 25. It's only up 2 cents at the moment on GameStop. We're going to see fluctuations here, and we may see sellouts. We may see buy-ins. I do not know what to expect minute to minute, second to second. 948,000 traded on GameStop, 24.30 right now. I don't know why the drop. It got up to 24.93. This could be a sellout, and we may have a recovery. I do not know. SoFi 1042 up 57 cents. Welcome to the party, pal. Good morning, everybody. Another fun day at the OK Corral, as we like to say, and we're going to see how the markets play it out as we move forward. 24.28 on GameStop, down 1 penny at the moment. I don't know the reasoning for this move. Now it's 24.30. It's up a penny. I don't know. We'll see what gives in the next few minutes. We are into the market 5 minutes. Welcome. 1,200-point gain on the Dow, 162 on S&P, and 568-point gain on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is leading the market higher with a 3.66% gain so far this morning. In Europe, we are looking at European markets still higher, 3.4% in London and going higher. Germany up 3% and rising. CAC around France 3.4% higher. In Spain up 3%. Italy, I think we're up 3%. It looks like the markets are higher across the board in Europe, and so that has not held us back at all here. No cautionary worries at this point, as we are slowly holding the gains and not giving them up to any extent. 3 to 3.5% gains on the indexes that I'm following from the U.S. side. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for joining us from around the world. We have got answers now coming in on this poll question of the day. 293 of you have made an answer for me, have answered this question, and also the thumbs up number is 157. Thank you, everybody. 85% of you are in agreement with this statement. I think SoFi, Rocket Lab, and GameStop are way oversold and will rally higher this week from here. And so 85% say yes, 15% say no. So that's pretty convincing right there. Thank you all for participating in this show today from wherever you are. I hope you're making nothing but money. That's the name of the game around here, is to make money writing options. I would really like it if you folks were getting richer as option writers and add to your gains. Giddy on up. GameStop down a penny, now up 7. It looks like GameStop has popped up back to 24.37. The low of the session for GameStop did hit 24.20, and now we're at 24.40. So it looks like it's coming on rather quickly again, up about 20 cents from its lows of the morning. 161 is the thumbs up meter. Thank you for that. 39 away from 200, and we just hit 300 votes on the question of the day. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Deep value. I am 100% cash. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Yes, it's true. Some of you could be 130% cash right now. You could be 145% cash, depending on how you've structured your sale of stock and the writing of cash secured puts. Some of you are sitting on 30, 40% more cash than is yours, and you're hauling in interest on a bunch of this money. Nice job. Way to go in this crazy market. 1,055 point gain right now is the Dow. We've got a 139 gain on S&P, 487 on NASDAQ to start the first 8 minutes of our day from here, okay? Giddy up. Pick Holmes says here, morning, Uncle Bruce. I'm ready to be wrong about SoFi being boring sideways for a while. I wouldn't mind it going higher. I hear you there. I don't mind it going up either. 1031 so far. SoFi volume this morning is 6.1 million in 8 minutes or so. The low is 1027. That's kind of where we are right now. The high, 1058. So we've been in a 30-cent range. So far, we're up 43 cents at the moment on 6.1 million volume. ASTS at 2205, up 72. Rocket Lab, 1866, up 114. GameStop, 2435, up about 6 cents on a volume now of 1.25 million. If someone got sold out, they're gone. And now nibblers are coming back in on the stock. It seems to be stabilizing here. MSTR is up 694. AI up 86 cents, holding a $20 level. Supermicro 34.58, up 158. Nvidia up $5. Tesla up 9.80. The spiders are up 14.11, and the Qs are up 13.21. Okay. Bobby is saying that the BIL rent came in yesterday. $460 in interest came into my account yesterday. Thank you very much. I'm $460 richer. Well done, sir. This is what we're talking about. Did anyone else get their BIL dividend in the last day or so? Have you been paid your monthly interest on your cash balances? Splayer, can someone buy SoFi shares here so we can get out of this thing altogether and get the $10.90, $11, please? I like your thinking, Splayer. I think $11, $12, $13 a share would be a much better price than where we are right now on SoFi. Let's go, baby. Let's run this puppy. GameStop, 24.28, back down 1 penny. Yet again, now 24.33, up a couple of pennies. There seems to be a battle going on at GameStop. I don't know what's going on. There's a war. There's a buyer and a seller, or buyers and sellers. I don't know. We're at the break-even number on GameStop. I don't know why. We were up nicely at 24.93 to start the day, going for 25. I do not understand what the fuss is all about. The volume is not all that heavy, 1.3 million. So it's not like there's 25 million shares trying to get out of the stock or anything like that. So I'm not sure what to make of it. 24.32 up 3 centinos. Rocket Lab up 119. ASTS up 81. SoFi up 46. The Dow up 1,058. 1,095. We're up 155 on S&P and 497 on NASDAQ. Looks like the markets are going a bit higher right now. Well, giddy up, everybody. Deep value. Can we expect much more insider buying on GameStop, Uncle Bruce? Anytime. I don't know. Ryan Cohen bought him at what, 21.55? Isn't that what he paid? Cohen paid 21.55 last week. It's 24.27 right now. It's done all right so far, hasn't it? Interesting, eh? Yeah. Crazy 49er, today is a fold my arm day. Matt, SEC shows Cohen moved his shares into his personal name and Chang moved his under his business. Something's cooking on GameStop. Something's going on. Interesting. Bobby, I'm sure I've asked this before. What makes the price of BIL increase past its range-bound amount? Yesterday, it was like double the normal volume. Probably the dividend. It's probably the fact that the dividend date is coming up and there's anticipation of that. So people buy the units the day or two before the record date to get the dividend, and then it backs off, and then it climbs again as interest piles up. Tax purposes, Bobby, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm guessing for you. Really. JJ, SPHY dividend. Uncle Bruce, SPHY dividend. Interesting stuff. SPHY dividend. There we go. SPHY, that's the Spider Portfolio High Yield Bond ETF. And it yields, what's the yield on that? Do we show it anywhere? 8%. The yield on that one is an 8%er. Very, very interesting ETF, to say the least. And I believe it pays monthly. Am I not correct on that? I could be wrong, but I think monthly it pays a dividend. And usually it's rolling around the 23.50 range, 23.80 22.80 range. Right now it's at 22.69 for the low. It's at 22.70 right now. Dividend was likely just paid, and now it's going to recover again as interest keeps piling in. Every month interest piles up, and then the dividend gets paid out, and then the interest piles, and the dividend gets paid out. You get a daily interest rate on this thing all the time. Giddy up, everybody. More power to you. There's $8.7 billion in assets in this SPDR portfolio high yield bond ETF, which is SPHY. 8% yield on your money if you own that one, versus 5% yield if you own BIL, or 4.5%, whichever. Andre Delatorre, I have this ETF. It's very good. There you go. Well, folks, collect your money and enjoy the interest. They're handing it to you. Other people's money is what you're using as well to do this. Well done. Keep up the good work, guys. Say thank you, sir. May I have another? Why not? 24.44 on GameStop. We're up now 18 cents again. Looks like GameStop is popping up a bit. 1.45 million shares. It doesn't take much to move it again. So it's inching higher, up 18 cents on GameStop. Rocket Lab is through 19.02. We're at up $1.49. ASTS over $22, up 77. SoFi at 10.30-36 range, up about 44 to 50 cents a share at the moment. Cutting Edge is saying I'm now getting just over $300 a month in interest on all of my cash secured put money. I'm getting $300 a month interest, $10 a day to do nothing, to be an ARM folder and go, okay, well, I'll collect interest every day while I'm waiting for my next move to make. That's how option writers make money too. Interest coming in. Thank you, everybody. Take the dough, you guys. Absolutely. Grab the cash. Bobby Atkinson, $460 in a month, and Cutting Edge, $300 in interest in a month. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing? Are you pulling in interest income? Take the money. Yeah, baby. Giddy up. Ed, Uncle Bruce, about the BIL, do I just buy it and hold it? Is that what you're talking about with earning interest? Yeah, if you've got a cash balance and you can buy BILs, you just buy the BILs, and every day interest is coming into that thing, bond interest. You may find that in a week it goes up a few pennies, or goes up 7, 8, 10, 12 cents. You can buy it and sell it anytime you want, and buy and sell it anytime. If you buy it on Monday and sell it on Friday, you'll probably notice it's higher in value, unless the bond market really freaks out. But over a month, this thing pays monthly dividends, you see, of interest collected. And so you either buy and sell as it runs up, or you hold it, get it, hold it, and you'll notice interest come in and the price go down, and then it goes up again. Interest gets paid, it goes down again, and it comes back up again. You'll notice this pattern, and you've got this cash coming in every month from daily interest. You can do the SPHY the same way. That is an 8% corporate bond yielder, higher yields because it's corporate versus government bonds. You have to decide your comfort zone. Do you want to go SPHY, or do you want to go BILs? And that's what some of the viewers are doing here, wherever you are. Some can or cannot get this thing. Others don't. Many do. And you have cash lying around as powder. You've written secured puts, and you brought in thousands of dollars lying around, and your broker pays next to nothing. Grab one of these. A number of your brokers allow you to buy ETFs with no commissions or very low commissions. This might be well worth your while. Rocket Lab over 19, Bruce. Yes, sir. 19.10 right now on Rocket Lab. GameStop 24.52. We're up 23 cents. Now we're at 24.55. GameStop is moving up again. Here we go. We're up 26 cents on GameStop at this moment in time. 10.34 on SoFi. The Dow is up 1,198. Call it 1,200 points on the Dow Jones. We're up 1,200 points. 3.1%. S&P is up 3.2, and NASDAQ is up 3.6. So the Dow is lagging the market, and it's up 1,200. So there's a sign that the broader market, the broader S&P 500, is 3.27% higher, where the Dow is up 3.18%. Interesting. Ed Hawkins, I'm a fellow Canuck. It is available to us. There you go. Rock and roll. and I think that pays U.S. funds. It's a U.S. BIL is U.S. dollars. It pays dividends in U.S. dollars. There you go. Giddy up. Dude, not sure about this one, but CDX is another bond ETF that pays a very high dividend. It's lower end bonds, I think. I'm not sure what the marginability is on it. Again, I do not know. For some of you out there, you've acquired these ETFs with your cash balance, and you're using the ETF as a marginability item to write contracts. Each of your brokerage firms are different from the other. So I don't know, and I can't tell you how to strategize this move. Some of you folks have cash in your account, you write cash secured puts, and that money is what you use to buy the ETFs to get interest on. And the capital in your account is used as capital to secure the cash secured put, and your broker does or does not pay interest on that balance. I do not know how this game works from that angle, because there are hundreds of brokerage firms around the world, and each one has its own style. So you're going to figure out the one that works best for you. Real, I'm just jealous you guys can get interest on your cash balance on cash secured puts. Questrade won't allow it. I'm a Canuck. Henry, Uncle Bruce, what is your opinion about THTA dividend? THTA. Well, let's look at that one. THTA. Let's pop that one up there. That's a SoFi enhanced yield ETF. All right. And it's showing a yield of 16%. Its value is only $51 million in assets, so it's rather small. I don't see a description of it anywhere. Let's see if there's one anywhere. Can I see anything? No. So I don't know what to make of it. I can't. Oh, here we go. Investment policy. The fund seeks current income. It will invest in a portfolio of U.S. Treasury bills and or U.S. Treasury bonds with a targeted portfolio duration of approximately 1 year. And that Zega Financial is the sub-advisor, believes will generate annual interest income and capital gains. Capital distribution for 2023 was 12 cents. For 2024, it was 2.26. And so far in 2025, it's 57 cents. Net asset value of 14.25. It's trading at 14.75. It's been between 12.30 and 20.49 in value. So I can't give you an opinion on this. I'm really not an expert in this fund, and specifically, it looks like monthly distributions. And again, you have to decide whether you want to have your capital in these kinds of funds or not. Some of these funds are absolutely U.S. treasuries, Canadian treasuries in some cases. There are Canadian ETFs. There may be ETFs in Britain. I don't know. Then there are the corporate ETFs. There are corporate ETFs. And as I've said before, you can get 4%, 5% interest. You can get 8%. Here's one that claims a yield of 16. It's up to you to decide. Some of you might take a flyer on some of these. You might buy a couple of hundred of these, of this particular THTA, and hold it for 3 months to see if it pays you a decent return. And if you like it, you'll move all of your money into it for cash interest purposes. You have to decide for yourself. You can certainly do a Google search on ETFs that pay a yield, and determine for yourself whether you find something better for you or not. There you go. Okay. If any of you own the THTA, let us know. Are you happy with it? Is it a good yielder? Is it steady? By all means, let us know. I'd love to find out if that's the case. Looking at a 6-month chart, I see it between 1902 and 3, and then 1888, and then 1893, and then 1878, and then it got up to 1913, and then down to 1892, and then back to the 1906, 1910, 1912, 1914 level, 1916, 17, down to 1888, which means dividends have come in. That it runs up a little bit and then drips on dividend day. But in the last month now, with the turmoil of this market, in 1904, on the 27th of February, by the time we got to the 4th of March, we were down to 1874. We got down to 1821 on the 10th of March, 1816 on the 11th of March, 1837 on the 13th of March, 1902 again, 1905, the 26th, 27th of March, and then we got to 1894 on the 2nd of April, and now here we are as of the 4th of April, 1310. So I don't know what happened from 1894 to 1310, and now we're back to 1490. So look, I can't speak for this one. It's now 1490. It was in the $19 range. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't know. So this is something you're going to have to look into yourself. I'm just a guy reacting to what I see on the spot, and I've got nothing more to give you on that. I wish I could, but I can't. There you go. All right. Let's see here, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations on hauling in interest money. Keep grabbing it. There we go. Expense ratio 0.49%, says AA. Yeah, again, I don't know. You know, I'm not the expert on this stuff. I talked to you about writing options, but if you can bring in interest income from a steady performer, I think that bond fund we talked about, the SH, that one I think is a pretty steady payer of SPHY. That one seems to be a pretty steady 8%er corporate bond. Obviously, the BIL is pretty steady as well, but not as high as the other one. So it's a question of your tolerance level, your comfort level, of course. Spider Bloomberg 1 to 3 month T-bill ETF, the BIL, is yielding 4.77%. So there you go, on an annual basis. So there you go. Are you happy with 4.77 and the stability of 1 to 3 month T-bills, or are you more interested in going into corporate bonds with the SPHY? Are you happier doing that and taking a more of an 8% return? 8% is, you know, more than 4.7, isn't it? 3.3% more interest on your money. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. I'm caught up on your commentary. There we are. 1286 is the gain on the Dow right now. 173 on S&P and 586 on NASDAQ. That's what we got going on right now. Welcome, everybody. GameStop now back to 24.38. It's still up 8 cents, but couldn't really break through the 24.50, 55 level very significantly. So we're up 8, but not up where we were first thing in the morning. SoFi is 10.20, up 34 cents. ASTS is up 95. Rocket Lab up 152, now up 145. GameStop up 9. MSTR up 11.57. All right. And we're up 84 cents on AI. Supermicro up 152. NVIDIA up 720. Tesla up 1084. Good market. It's an up session at the moment. 1,300 point gain on the Dow, and certain stocks are reacting better than others. Welcome to the market. Yeah. Way to go, option writers. Giddy up. 24.41 up 12 on GameStop right now. Little pop again. All right. Alrighty. Thank you again, everyone, for the thumbs up meter. We're now pushing a total of 176 thumbs ups, 24 away from 200. Thank you. 335 votes are now in. 84% of you believe in the statement that I made today that you believe that the Rocket Lab, SoFi, GameStop shares will be higher by the end of the week than they are now because they're way oversold. 84% say yes, only 16% say no. A pretty strong indicator right there about what's going on. Ed is saying here, I'm out in the garden seeding rhubarb and purple sprouting broccoli with Uncle Bruce in my ear. It's all good here. Right on, and getting richer and tending to your garden. Um, things will get better in the garden. That's right. Things are always getting better with the garden. Well done. Thank you all for joining in with the show this morning. Following a lot of developments as usual around here. Are you guys getting a lot of ads sent to you by airlines hoping that you're going to go traveling soon? I sure am getting that kind of stuff. Tons of ads coming my way, hoping that Jen and I will travel. Airlines are scrambling for customers, it seems. Interesting developments there. There we go. Are you getting resorts reaching out to you? Have you been getting any of these, all-inclusive type ads coming your way, or are you getting European kind of ads trying to get you to come to Europe? We're seeing it all. Honestly, we are seeing it all. Jen and I. Okay, quick update here on the markets now. Rocket Lab is up 163 at 19.15. We're moving higher. SoFi 10.19 up 34. GameStop 24.51 up 22 now. Spire holding 9.95. It's up 2.47 a share. We got Apple up 6.96. Tesla up 12.50. Microsoft up 14.10. The Google up 4.50. Amazon up 7.06. Nvidia up 6.88. Meta up 27.55. Supermicro up $1.81, ASTS up 84, AI up 91, Palantir up 673, MicroStrategy up 12.19, Unity up 80, Goldman up 23.80, Cisco up 97. We've got the Spiders up 18.37, the Qs are up 16.88, Netflix is up $51 to $919. This is a huge move from yesterday morning. We were down to 800 and something, 810, 820 yesterday morning. Wasn't it 820? 916 on Netflix. What a turnaround. This is not a dead cat bounce. This is much more than that. We were in the low 820s yesterday morning. So we're almost up $100 on Netflix with a 427 million share float. So this is an increase in market cap of epic proportions. You add $100 a share to 427 million shares. A $1 move adds 427 million in value. A $10 move adds 4.2 billion in value. This is a $42 billion increase in market cap. Wow, 371 is what I'm showing right now. That is significant. Isn't that amazing? What a pop over there on Netflix. Pfizer's up a dime. Qs, like I said, are up 17. The ARK Innovations, ARKK, up 189. IBM up 640. Uber up 340. HPQ is a penny higher. It's trying to hold on here. Home Depot up 936. Vanik up 947. Adobe is up 671. Enphase actually down 31 cents. On the session. So there you go. Giddy up. Most interesting markets this morning. Welcome to the party, pals. We're up 26 cents now on the GameStop, 24.55. We're back to this resistance level. Will we break through 24.55 and go back up to the 25 level? Is that going to happen or not? Yep, 24.56. We just broke 55. Maybe it'll break up here to 24.70 or 75 here and start to move up again. Up 1.1%, up 27 cents at 24.56. We've got SoFi Technologies up 38 cents at 10.24. We've got Rocket Lab up 166. That's a 9.5% gain on Rocket Lab. 19.18. Welcome back to the 1920 neighborhood for Rocket Lab. Thank you very much. Nice to see that. 24.61. There goes GameStop. 24.61, 24.65. As we busted through this 24.55 resistance level, looks like whatever selling came in has been taken on, and we're now popping up on 2 million shares. 24.65 range on the stock, up about 35, 36 cents right at the moment and climbing. Almost a 1,400 point gain on the Dow, 1385 higher. We're up in 190 on the S&P 500, and we're ahead 659 on NASDAQ right now. So it too is going higher. 4.2% gain on NASDAQ. It is definitely adding some steam here. S&P up 3.7, the Dow up 3.6%, everyone. Welcome to the show where we try to find out ways to make some dough. Nothing personal. We're just trying to find ways to get you richer. 1027 on the SoFi. Looking for a bounce back up here. It looks like it's happening. The shares got down to 1010 just about 10 minutes ago, maybe 7 minutes ago. We're now back to 1027 on SoFi, climbing again at the moment. Auntie Jen is alive and well, running across the house as fast as she can go. It is pixie dust behind her. It's like watching the comet. Incredible. Thank you and welcome, Auntie Jen, to the program, to the fun times. We're up 1,400 on the Dow this morning. Giddy up, baby. It's definitely improving. Let's see. Lisa says, look at Spire go up 30%. Austin, I know DoorDash is getting desperate. I keep getting emails saying they will give me 50% off. Susan Shops, 179 on your thumbs up meter. Dude, as long as the roots are not severed, all is well in the garden. And all will be well in the garden. Thank you, dude, for that. Bobby, Real, I use Questrade as well. After I sold all my shares, I purchased BIL and I used that margin power to write cash secured puts. Thus, I'm getting the interest for holding cash secured puts. Bobby, place the cash secured put premiums into BIL and keep enough so that you can still sleep at night. Okay, Spare not saying Netflix traders it's a good idea, but SoFi is still 20% below the casual trading range. Larry, good morning, Auntie Jen. Splayer, good morning, Auntie Jen. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Stuart, good morning, Auntie Jen. There's a pattern here.
Good morning, good morning.
Everyone's saying good morning to Auntie Jen.
Good morning, good morning.
She's here. She's alive and she's well. How you doing?
On a beautiful day. It's going to be beautiful.
It's we're going to be 92 today for the high.
Look at that. All green on your screen.
We're all green. We're up 1397 on the Dow, and we're up 195 on S&P and 679 NASDAQ. Europe is up. Asia was up.
Countries are talking.
Countries are going to talk now. So instead of just Trump doing, we're going to talk now. Okay, we're going to talk now. Markets like talking.
So there's not going to be a 90-day delay.
Maybe, maybe not.
No.
Talking sometimes makes things happen.
Well, that's right. But he did come out last night and say, no, this is a
There
rumor.
won't be a delay.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Flint Creek Soap Company. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, soap company. Soap lady.
Good morning, Soap Lady. We have Flint Creek soap bars at our sink in the kitchen.
I know.
And
I
both our
used your
bathrooms?
product this morning.
We got the bars of soap at every
I
sink
love
around
your
the house.
soap.
Always using the Flint
It's
Creek
just-
soap.
It's so soft. and
Yes,
lovely.
it's lovely.
Makes my hands soft and lovely.
See, we like it. 24.72 on GameStop. We're up
Yeah,
another 5-6 cents.
24.73.
It's 24.76. Here we go. We're going higher again. GameStop got up to 24.93, down to 24.20 in like a minute, and now working its way back up. So somebody got sold out, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back up again on the SoFi share, on the GameStop shares. SoFi 1030 moving higher again. ASTS is moving up. Rocket Lab 1928 moving up. MSTR up $12. AI up $1. Thank you very much. Riel says, thank you, Bobby, for that info. Flint Creek, love my bagel, baby. Family, I love my bagel family, she says.
That's right.
There it is. Flint Creek Soap Company, the official soap company of this channel. Just go to flintcreeksoap.com, I think is what you call it. Isn't that what it is? flintcreeksoapcompany.com, something like that.
I'm sure it's
Get your
something
order
like
in
that.
there.
You'd find it.
Jen found it. Anyone can find it. Flint Creek Soap Company. Order cashmere. That's a nice selling. What's your number one seller? What's the number one scented soap that
You were
you sell
going
the
to say
most of?
flavor.
Flavor. What's the number one? Tell us, Flint Creek.
The
What-
lavender is very
Is
nice as
lavender
well.
very popular?
Mhm.
What flavor do you folks pick up from Flint Creek? A whole bunch
It's
of
not a
viewers buy
flavor, you're
Flint
not
Creek Soap
eating
Company.
it.
What's your favorite scent? What's your favorite bar of soap?
You probably could.
She's teasing me all the time. I'm just trying to ask, what's the favorite soap you like to order from Flint Creek Soap Company? Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Crazy 49er. Today you should have an everything bagel, Uncle Bruce. That's what you should have today.
Oh, because today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Well, I'm thinking I should have an egg and a ham and egg, a cheese, bagel.
That's everything.
That's everything. It's not an all meat special. That might be tomorrow, but maybe today we'll do the ham and egg.
So if it's just ham, you want ketchup.
Yeah.
See?
Starting
to figure it out.
Ham and egg and ketchup on the side for
Starting
dipping.
to figure out your crazy little brain.
Giddy on up there, kids. Sounds good to me. Gotta love it. Thank you all joining in. A Crazy 49er. No, that's the number one scent. Everything bagel. That is the number one scented soap that Flint Creek Soap Company has is everything bagel. Just wash your hands and go, it smells like an everything bagel. I don't know about that. You're weird, Crazy 49er. You're weird. I like weird. What can I say? Welcome all. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Trying to make you richer. Trying to get this market to get going here. Thank you all. Flint Creek, beautiful complexion soap with clay. I developed it for a friend who made millions trading. He passed on before I could learn from him. A beautiful complexion soap with clay. There's an interesting flavor of soap. There you go. How about that? Interesting stuff. Giddy up, indeed.
Women are always teenagers are all looking for something to keep their skin nice.
True. That is true. That is true. 1371 gain on the Dow Jones. 1405 over here. So looking good. Holding these gains. It's not like a dead cat bounce and we're going right back down. We're holding and staying here. That's a base being built. See how this works out. Larry Titus, I'm a fan of lavender. I love that lavender soap from Flint Creek Soap Company. We like them all. We've got all kinds of soaps here, different flavors. Yeah. It's all good. SoFi 1025, ASDS 2218, Rocket Lab 1912, GameStop 2471, up 42, MSTR up to $280, up $12, AI at 2011, up 97, Supermicro 3490, up 190, Nvidia up 750, Tesla is up $14 right here and right now. Palantir up $7 today. Costco up $32. Coinbase up $7.80. We've got Google up $4.66. Apple up $7.74. Broadcom up $14. Microsoft up $14.60. Intel up 50 cents. Netflix up $44. Meta up $26.50. Eli Lilly up $35. Amazon up $7.80. Uber up $3.20. Adobe up $6.60. Cisco up $1, AMD up $4.83, Unity up 87, Enphase down 34. We've got Spire Global 956 up 208, Moderna up 68, Pfizer up 12, IBM up 522, HPQ up 19 cents. It's rallying now. We're up 10.20 on the Home Depot, 9.90 gain on Vanek. Goldman Sachs up 22.20. Boeing up 7.79. Target is up 2.17. JP Morgan up 12.66. Walmart up 2.60 right now. Disney up 3.20. American Airlines up a nickel. DraftKings up 1.47. AMC up 6.5 cents. And Royal Caribbean 1.90 a share, up 11.30 this morning early on. Welcome to the opening, everybody. Welcome to the first hour or so of trading as we are watching a lot of green go across our screen with the Dow up 1370 or so, 3.56%. The VIX down 960 to 3758. That is positive. The lower the VIX, the volatility index is falling off, and that is down to 3758. Going the right direction. That's why the markets are not backing off. The VIX continues to slip. Very interesting. Oil up 55 cents. There you go. Stuart, Flint Creek soap. Do you send to the UK? It's called, the one flavor she said is called Good Skin. That's one of my best sellers. She says, I can ship, expensive to ship, but yes. Stuart, Flint Creek. Okay, thank you. James of the Misty Tree. Good Skin blend is so creamy smooth, perfect for healing my dry hands during these recent cold months. See, Flint Creek is saying, and just got my notice, my oil shipment arrived and my prices are locked in for the next several months, beating a price increase. Flint Creek, you guys are just the best. There you go.
Great. I have to remember to put in an order before we go back to Canada.
Because
Shipping.
we want to have it shipped here and then
shipping.
there you go. So, see, Auntie Jen has got to get in her order as well. How about that? Giddy up, you guys. We love the markets going higher. We love the markets making my viewers richer, whichever way they want to go. Option writers, enjoy. Thank you for joining me. The thumbs up meter is coming on, and we have 353 votes in now on the poll question of the day, which is basically that you believe, like I think, that SoFi, Rocket Lab, and GameStop are way oversold and will be higher from here. They're going to go higher from here. 84% of you say yes. That's exactly what's going to happen. Only 16% of you don't think those stocks are going higher. We have a 184 thumbs up meter now. We're only 16 away from 200, which is every day our goal to reach 200 thumbs ups for the morning show. Thank you for coming together for us, Familia. We love you for it. This helps an awful lot with promotion from YouTube. Thank you very much for being there for us. Giddy up, markets. Let's go and get you kids richer.
To quote an old-time Alberta Stock Exchange floor trader, after our market tanked, and the reporter got there with the microphone
and asked him,
and said to him, "It's been a brutal day on the market. What's going to happen tomorrow?"
And he said,
"It's going to go up. It always effing goes up."
Yeah, if you were dumb enough, if you were stupid enough to be a reporter and to interview a floor trader live, what's going on after market as a brutal sell-off, you are asking for nitroglycerin to go off. You interview these guys on tape, then you edit the tape at the studio. That's how you do it. But you don't send a link live to. Let's go to Jerry on the floor of the Alberta Stock Exchange as the markets are plummeting around the world, and let's get the take from the floor. You don't want to do that. You want to talk. You really want to talk to the branch manager of the firm, maybe that the guy works for, or you want to talk to a senior stockbroker. You don't want to talk to a floor trader who's wound up like this and wants to kill. What do you have to say to the kids out there? Hi, children. Don't do that. Not a good idea. Oh man, Jeff Glass. I just put a fresh bar of Adirondack in the shower last night. Another scented soap from Flint Creek Soap Company, who's spreading the love. Thank you, kids. You look her up online, send her an order or two, and you help that gal help rebuild her house that got flooded out. Get some of this nice quality soap and enjoy. There you go. We're delighted to recommend her to you. Welcome all, and thank you to joining us here. Thank you again for all your support of my channel. Thank you for supporting Flint Creek. Thank you all for just being around. Love having you here. The Bagel Familia, you're supporting each other. If you want to be part of the Discord chat group, join this channel as a Gold Bagel member and send me an email. Say, Uncle Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. This is my Gold Bagel handle. I would like to be part of the chat group on Discord because I know Gold Bagel members hang out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you're not on the air, they're talking to each other.
Because some of them, I swear, never sleep.
Some of them never sleep. We know one guy that never sleeps. And they talk to each other about me, the market, option strategies, how to do this, how to do that. If you want to be part of the Discord group, send me a private email and I'll send you the links. I don't run the Discord channel. I don't own the Discord channel. I don't moderate the Discord channel. I don't even know. I honestly don't know how to get into it because I don't want to go there. I'm here. That is your little world to share amongst yourselves, and you can talk about me all you want because I don't read it. I don't have time to be doing that as well as all this. My job is to help educate you and help you be a better option writer, and where you can get a sale on my classes right now. To be a better option writer, $600 gets you 4 classes instead of $800. So save a couple $100 and grab 4 classes, or save $400 and get 8, or buy all 18. Just send me a payment for $150 a class for 18 classes, and I'll send you all 18 links. And now you can study your brains out on how to be an option writer and be better at your craft. At the end of the day, there are people here who now understand after a few months of writing options, they figure out, Uncle Bruce, you know what's happening to my account? I am bringing in $6,000 a month in option premium, and I can only give you $150 a class when you put them on sale. I can only give you, $2,700. I can't even do the math. I make more money in a week than I've ever spent on all of your classes. And I will do this for the rest of my life. That's the payoff of you getting off your big fat lard ass and learning how to write options. It's that brutal. It's that simple. You've got to make an investment in yourself. And if this is too expensive for you, then you don't want to make money in the market. Because if you can't come up with $599.99 to make a killing in the stock market, then you're not going to make a dime in the stock market. You're wasting your time. So sometimes the teacher has to be hard and say to you, you got to get off your duff if you want to make it work. But then again, wasn't the best teacher in school the one that motivated you the most? I found that in my educational scholastic career, which was crap. I do remember one of my teachers that motivated me the most because I feared him. I was afraid of this guy. I didn't know whether he would kill me or not, and my dad would let me do it, let him do that to me. But it turned out that he was actually a very cool guy, and he recognized effort. And man, what a difference. He really gave me confidence. Other teachers inspired me. They were just tremendous people. They really found a way to, I don't know, get me going. Like, look at this inspiration that is coming right over here. Can we see your shoulder? Do we want to see your shoulder?
Yes.
You want to show off your body parts?
I was trying to hold the bagel and give a shoulder roll at the same time.
She wants to put on a show. Look at that bagel. Oh my God, it's teetering on greatness. It's right
teetering.
There. It's hanging on. Oh yeah, of course.
The eggs are bad.
And
the ham is slippery.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Well, there you have it. We have.
And as I
we got cheese.
It's hot.
Ham,
Don't
eggs,
drip on your
ham, bagel, toasted sesame seed. Oh my gosh. We got ketchup to dip it in, so let's do that. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Happy breakfast, everybody. 1428 is where we are. Do we want the market to go higher because I'm having a bagel, or just hang on to the gains, or what? I don't know. Here we go. Lovely.
I could have given you bacon.
Yeah, well, a little hard to eat the bacon left over. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I'm back at my other home. You back in Atlanta?
There you go.
Do you have 2 homes? Yes, I do. Living the dreams this Blair. I can't wait for my second home, but I will first look for the perfect area starting this summer and continuing next spring and summer. Stuart, Longsdale, bagel time, baby. Bagel, bagel, bagel. Lorraine, I'm working on paying off my second home. I was making money on red days, at least $2,000 a day. I bought 500 SoFis. Now I have 10,000 SoFi. Thank you very much. Larry Titus, bagel time, baby. Bagel, bagel, baby. Let's go, baby. Ham and cheese. He's got ham and cheese going. That's right, kids.
Ham and cheese
And egg. Ham, cheese, and egg. Mmm.
nice and warm, eggy, and ketchupy. Yeah.
And cheesy and hammy and sesame seedy.
That's all the
Delicious
things
E. Yummy E. Giddy up, everybody. SoFi, 1026. Let's go, SoFi. Let's go to 11, please. Let's go. Very nice. Very, very, very good. We're going to get earnings late this week from the first of the banks. Next week, bank earnings coming left, right, and center at us. That'll dictate market direction as well.
Well, and it'll help people focus back on the fundamentals of the market to have all the numbers coming out. It's going to give them a comfort to make them think that, oh yeah, the companies are still alive, they're still doing their reporting. It's okay. It's okay.
That's true.
We will live to fight another day.
That is true. We're going to get richer, kids.
But, you know, I know as you have spoken to them, they have got to calm down on these ratios. Like, these are just insane.
PE multiples.
The PE multiple, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That no company is going to do 100 or 200 or 500 times better next year than they're doing now.
No.
With a very odd exception.
True.
We know that there are odd exceptions.
Brian says, don't worry, I'm here. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And Juan, do we just have too much fun around here? I mean, what the hey? Brian, NVIDIA's up 8%. Wow. And yesterday you were talking about it in the low 80s. Now it's over 100. Welcome back, party pal. Welcome all of you to the party. Giddy up. Oh, yeah. NVIDIA's up 760, 105. SMCI 34.97. Way to go, SMCI. Let's rock and roll, kids. The first half of that bagel is gone, and it's gone quickly. Very nice. Tesla's up $15 to $248. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the show. Oh, my. Very good. Green everywhere so far, holding fairly well. 1383 gain on the Dow. We're up almost 4% on S&P. We're definitely up 4.4 on NASDAQ. We are higher. The VIX is down to 3705. We were at 60 yesterday morning. This is a far cry from that kind of atmosphere. This is not just a 15-minute dead cat bounce, and now we're going down again. This has got a bit more oomph to it. We'll see. But we're one comment away from Washington to who knows what. So let's see what happens. $24.73 on GameStop. 20 cents away from the high of the day over there. Oh, yeah. Thanks again for thumbs ups and the poll question of the day. $366 answers to the question of the day now. Very nice. 83% approve that, yes, Rocket Lab, SoFi, GameStop are way oversold and will be higher the end of this week. And 193 thumbs ups. Only 7 away from the magic 200 number. We'd love to get to that. Brian, I was thinking of rolling today, but nothing has really run enough to hit my strike and premium price. Arms folded. I still have 5 GameStop cover calls to write. Let's see some more movement. Well, yeah, 24.73. You decide when. Thanks to the insiders buying the shares. It's a sign. That's a sign. The CEO bought last week. Someone else buying today. Giddy up, man. Giddy up. Very interesting session here. Almost a 1,400 point gain again on the Dow. The Dow is holding 1,400 here very well. That volatility index down $10. It's very good. 36.92 on the volatility index. Backing up. That is backing up. That means money is coming into this market. More capital coming in. And there's a ton of capital out there on the sidelines. Trillions. But we'll see how the day goes. If the day is going to go like this bagel, it's going to be a good day. I'll tell you there. I'll tell you that. Boy, was that beautiful. Oh, was that good. Andy Jen, that was a winner. Woohoo! Love it. Bagel-rama. Good times. Thank you all for patiently waiting me out as we enjoy a bagel in the morning together. Weber Day, I am 196 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you so much. We're pushing 200 here. The comparison of the day with the taste of the bagel was a great thing, Blair says. Juan, I dare them to take me out. Giddy up, everybody. Keep it going. Welcome all to the program. Green arrows pretty well everywhere. I'm not saying we're not going to go down. I'm not saying we're going to go up. But I'll tell you that the VIX index looks much healthier now than it did yesterday, the day before. Oil is up only 80 cents. And so we're here watching a lot of activity. We like what we see so far. We'll keep following this market, how far it wants to take us. Where does it want to head for? 1903 on that rocket lap, 1025 on SoFi, 2468 on GameStop. Let's see, Spire Global up $1.86 at 934. We got up to almost $10 on that. And then the Apple shares are up 770 and Tesla up 1640. Microsoft up 1420, Google up 470, Amazon up $7, Nvidia up 740. The old Facebook Meta platforms up 23.48. Supermicro up 194, ASTS up 92, AI up 84, Palantir 780 gain, $85, 85.60. MSTR up to $11, 279. Unity up 84 cents. Goldman Sachs is up 21.90. Very good day today. Cisco at $55, up 128. Netflix up $40 to $908. Pfizer up 7 cents. Arc Innovations up $199. IBM up $598. Uber at $69.20, up $350. HBQ up 17 cents. Home Depot up $11.30. Vanik is up $10. And we got Adobe up $8.77, and we've got Enphase down 56 cents. Out of curiosity, I know the other day we were talking about stocks that were approaching their 52-week lows. And I'm just taking a look, going backwards here. Enphase is at 55.34. The low for 52 weeks, 51.63. So we're not quite $4 away from the low. We've gained about 8% off the low of the year. Adobe, 332 was the 52-week low. We're at 349 right now. Vanik Semiconductors, the low for the 52 weeks is 170. We're at 194, almost 195. So we're quite a bit away from that. Home Depot got down to 323 for the 52-week low. We're at 352, 353 now, $30 away from that. HPQ was 21.59 probably the other day at its low of the year, now at 23.51. So almost a $2 bounce off of the low of the year there. Uber was down to 54.80 in the last year. We're at 69 right now, so we're not near the low there. The IBM 52-week low, 162. We're at 231. Arc Innovations, the 52-week low was 36.85. We're at 44.24. Healthy spread there. The triple Qs were 402 for the low, 52-week low. We're at 441. The Pfizers were down to 21.75. We're at 22.68. We're only at less than $1 away from the low of the year on Pfizer. Of course, the high was 31. So we have a $21 to $31 range for low to high, and we're at 22.69. Netflix 542 is the year low. 1,064 is the high. We're at 907 towards the higher end of that range. Spiders, the low 481. We're at 523. Cisco Systems, the low 44.50. We're at 55.67. Goldman Sachs, 387 was the low. 387 for the 52 weeks. Goldman Sachs is 485, nicely ahead of that by about $100. Unity Software, 1389. Unity, 1389 is the 52-week low. We're at 1807. $30 is the high. MicroStrategy, 101. $101 is the low. 543 is the high. We're at 278. Palantir, the low, $20 a year ago in the last 52 weeks. The high, 125, we're at 85.45. AI, 17 for the low, 45 for the high. We're at $20 on AI. AST Space Mobile, $1.99 is the 52-week low. The high is $39. What a range. We're at $22.32, up 99 cents. Isn't that something? Super Micro, the low, $17.25, the high, $102. We're at $34.97. So we're double the low, but we're a ways from the high. Meta Platforms, $4.14 is the low. We're at $5.38. The high, $7.40. NVIDIA got down to $75.60 for its 52-week low and $153.13 for its 52-week high. We're at $104.80. And Amazon, $151 for the low, $242 for the high. We're at $182. Google, $142.66 for the low, $208 for the high. We're at $154. $12 off the low. Microsoft, the low is $344 for 52 weeks. The high, $468. We're at $372. So about $28 off of the lows. Tesla, $138.80 for the low, $488 for the 52-week high. We're at $249. Apple, $164 for the 52-week low. The high, $260. We're at $189. Historically, Apple now is cheap, but earnings are falling, so the PE multiple is in play. Smart Rent, 52-week low on Smart Rent, 93 cents. The high, $298. We're at $108. Spire, $626 for the low, $21.40 for the high. We're at $9.43 today, at $195. GameStop, 52-week low, $9.94. You remember that? The high, $64.83. Do you remember that? We're at $24.63, up 34. SoFi, 52-week low, $601. 52-week high, $18.42. We remember those numbers. We're at $10.25 now. And Rocket Lab, the low of the 52 weeks, $3.47. The high of $33.34, 10 times higher. We're now at $19.12, up 160 or so on Rocket Lab. To give you an idea just where we're at with a lot of the favorites here that we like to follow, give you an idea what we're doing here. Okay. Mr. Jonathan is 197 tonight on my thumbs up meter. Thank you, Jonathan. Wolfgang Deo, $5 donation here, Bruce. Still have 38,000 points to drop the Dow Jones. Let's go, Trump. So we got lots of room left here. Splair, Wolfgang, thumbs up. Lorraine, market will drop, and she tells me she's the 192nd thumbs upper of the dayer. Thank you so much for that. The thumbs ups have come in. We're now showing the thumbs up meter at 100 and, or is it higher than that? Where are we at? I'm waiting for it to click. 204. We have 204 thumbs ups in the house. Thank you so much, everybody. Getting through that 200 level every day. We love doing this. It helps. It helps. It helps. 204 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. We're very pleased with that. Keep it going. On the question of the day, 377 voters. Very nice reaction here. 82% of you are telling me that SoFi, Rocket Lab, and GameStop are way oversold and will be higher by the end of the week. So we'll watch for that. We're fans, and we'll hope for a nice jump up from there. Walter Young, Bruce, number 205. Thank you, Walter Young and family, very much. 205 thumbs ups. Cheers to all of you. Finishing the last of my coffee from early this morning. It's still warm in here. It's actually a really neat little unit here. Yep, I can guzzle it now. And thank you all for your support of this YouTuber. however you support this channel, we love you. Jen and I, we do appreciate it. We're going out later today. I think we're going to hit to Costco today. We might.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. That means it's Costco day.
Told them about the group that's there.
Well, about a month or so ago, we were at Costco on a Tuesday because Mondays I can't get out of the house. I have to do this work and I have to do my work for my other channel, so I'm kind of stuck in the house. So Tuesdays is sort of the first day to get out from Sunday. Speaking of that, we have to get those garbage cans in. Oh, awesome. Anyway, we get out Tuesdays. About 2 months ago, we were out at Costco on a Tuesday mid-morning and did our shopping and grabbed a hot dog or something at the food court. We're just sitting down and we noticed a couple tables over, there's about two of these picnic tables have been put together, and there's about 10 guys all around. They're all wearing the same T-shirt. It says on the front and the back, what does it say?
If it's Tuesday,
If it's Tuesday,
this must be Costco.
this must be Costco day. And
It's
they
got the hot dog, a picture of the hot dog.
and they got a picture of the hot dog on their shirts. They get together every Tuesday
I don't know.
to get together, shoot the breeze.
Three tables at least.
Oh yeah, there must have been 10 or 12 of these guys. They're all our age, 60, 70 years of age.
Some older.
Very good. Some were actually older. Some were in their 80s, and these guys were having a good old time. Stories and yucks and jokes, and I don't think Costco minds these guys at all. Pretty good atmosphere build in the food court area. That's kind of nice. So today's Tuesday. It must be Costco day. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, the best coffee cup is Yeti, she says. No, the best coffee cup is the one you gave Auntie Jen. Those are the best coffee cups. They're waiting in Calgary for us. Wing Commander, I will give you a thumbs up, Uncle Bruce. One thumb up only, though. Just one only. Only one. One thumb up only, please, Mr. Komarov. One only, please. Yuguri, is his name Yuguri? One ping only. Verify our position to target. One ping only, please. Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. Hunt for Red October. Love that movie, Jen. One of Jen's favorites.
And it's a really good book.
And it's a really good book, she says.
There
There you go.
Always read the book.
Always read the book.
Always read the book.
Oh, that coffee wasn't fine. It was fine. It's done. It's all good. One ping only, please. One ping only. Rock and roll, everybody. Thank you for just everything that you guys do for us. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we're helping you get richer out there, trying to keep you on top of these markets and keep you ahead of the boogeyman out there. Option writers, you are casinos. Stay casinos and keep taking the money off of the table from these people. You got to do it. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, tell Auntie Jen I went by that place I met you guys for coffee at the other day in Manhattan.
Did she have a little something, a little pastry?
I don't know if she went in there, but she was right by there, and so right by our hotel down there. Yes. Crazy 49er Scottish captain with a horrible Russian accent, stupid cook, ruined the whole plan. What's with these KGB guys? Have they no sense of adventure? The KGB guy could have become an American. Probably not.
Tim Curry is the doctor.
Tim Curry. Apparently, he's in rough shape now.
Yes, he is. That's
He's in really rough shape, but still working with doing voiceovers.
Says that voice.
Tim Curry.
I loved him in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
A lot of people love Tim Curry in that movie.
If you ever have a chance, you got to go see it live. You got to see the Rocky Horror Show. Take your toast, take your little spray bottles, get ready.
Take all your Republican friends.
It's an interactive experience.
Take all your MAGA friends with you to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, a movie presentation live. They'll get a kick out of it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my! Thank you, Tim Curry. Wing Commander, I knew you'd get that reference. I knew it. One thumb only, please. One thumb, yes.
Bedoran. Vasily Bedoran.
Vasily?
Was Ed Neal.
No, you have to double check, but if you know, you know.
Well, it was Ed Neal. I know that for sure.
And Jen, do you have?
Got shot. He threw himself in front of the bullet.
There you go. Well, that's what co-stars do. Andy Jen, have you had ever experience with baking and replacing yeast with a beer? History books say yeast was more common during the Renaissance, but I tried 12th century baking. You ever done?
Well, because beer is made with yeast.
Yes.
So you're still using yeast.
You're still using it in a liquid.
Unless you're using mead. Mead doesn't have yeast.
Oh, M-E-A-D, mead?
With an E on the end.
Oh, M-E-A-D-E.
Yes. It's made from
The
honey.
silent E. That's what gets me with English. Silent letters. Oh, screw
I
you.
think it's because it wasn't an English word to begin with. It was probably German and it's
Word people drive me
Yeah,
nuts. It's a damn cook, said in Scottish, Russian accent. It's a damn cook.
No, that was Baldwin. He said that. He was supposed to be American.
Baldwin, yeah.
As he's dropping off of the catwalk. It's the damn cook.
It's a damn cook. It's a goddamn
I've
cook.
seen it a few times.
Jen has watched the show once or a million times. Then there's Apollo 13. Then there's My Favorite Year. Then there's Ghostbusters. Then there's Die Hard. Then there's a few other movies we watched a few times, give or take. Yeah, come to California. It'll be a bunch of laughs. It'll be a good time. Come to California. Hang out. It'll be great. I wanted to see Montana. Yes, there you go. It's Crazy 49er. Your flower idea worked, and thanks for responding. I will try my best at the Kingdom Come Wedding Pie. Okay, swear. Giddy up there. Tom, anyone know the top points scoring brothers in the NHL? The top scoring points brothers. Got to be the Hull brothers.
Yeah.
But it could be the Sutters.
It
Could be. No, it could be the Gretzkys for brothers in scoring points, but it could be the Sutters. The five
'cause there's
brothers.
five of them.
Five brothers collectively could have had more than Gretzky and his brother, or the Hull brothers.
No, I'm going Gretzky.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his brother got one.
Yeah, well, he got one or something, but I'm thinking about the Sutters.
Because there's five of them.
Yeah, there could be 3,000 points there. Sedin, the Sedin twins, another good guess, but I don't think they had 1,500 points between them, each one. I don't think so. Yeah, this is a good one. Wing Commander Cook equals Povor in Russian. Povor. That's the goddamn cook. Well, there you go. Be careful, Ryan. Bullets don't. The bullets don't mix.
Here don't go well. With
Don't mix too well in this room. Be careful.
Me to be careful.
You're telling me to be careful? Crazy 49er. I can't remember any dates to save my life, but movie quotes.
I know, right?
Yes, Blair. I gained 2 new subscribers due to my first baking video. It was worth it. I've got 202 subscribers now. Way to go, Blair. Way to go, Brian. Gretzky's, that's a trick question. Brian, Wayne got 99% of the points.
Exactly. If you want a fun cooking video, watch Baking While Baked.
Baking While Baked.
He's hysterical, but his stuff usually does come out.
It usually does come out.
But he's baked.
He's baked. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's fun stuff. It's from last night's quiz, Uncle Bruce. Yes, indeed. We had fun last night on TWB. If you're bored on a Monday night or you just want to unwind, join me with my gang over at Traveling with Bruce. Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern every week. I pull out some trivia questions. And we did pull out a trivia question last night about goal scorers in the NHL. And we had a few tangent requests off of that. But we had some fun last night with our questions of the evening. We had a beer question. We had an oil question. We had a chocolate question.
Who makes the most beer?
And we had an Oscars question last night.
Who makes the most beer?
Yeah, so we were having fun last night. It was a good time. You're always welcome to join anytime you like. Once a week, every Monday night. All righty. Thank you all. Baking While Baked. I watched Townsend for extra inspiration, but this sounds funny, says Split.
And this stuff works out.
Bobby Atkinson. I'm the same with the greatest movie ever made, Spaceball. Spaceball, seen that movie so many times. I can't breathe in this thing.
It's so good.
Well, why don't we rewind the movie to see where we are right now? What are you talking about? Well, we're just going to rewind the movie to find out where we are now, where we are here. What do you mean here or there? No, now, here. No, not there. Here, now. See, now I'm looking with the camera. We're on here. Are we here now or are we here then? No, we're here now, not then, not later. We're here now. Fantastic movie. Absolutely fantastic. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I'm back from Tahoe. Woke up to make one trade. Sold 300 shares of SMCX at $32.75 and went back to sleep. I bought them yesterday at $19. I'm tired. 19 and 20. I'm tired. Crazy. Some of the same with the Princess Bride. Yes, a fantastic movie.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
I don't think it's what you think it was. Andy Jen, do you mean a certain channel or just the videos with the name Baking While Baked?
No, that's the name of his. It's on Instagram. Though he's probably on other things.
He might be on YouTube. He might be Instagram.
Baking While Baked.
Baking While Baked, she says. Now
I have to go look.
Now you're making her look. Jeff, as a St. Louisian, I'll always be bitter about the Blues letting Brett Hull go. Well, the Flames let the Brett Hull go in his second year. Talk about watching that guy go to unbelievable heights. Yes, Savage of Wall Street, as you wish, as you wish. Yes. Oh my. Yeah, where's
it's Matt Balasse.
Matt Balasse.
MATT.
BELL. ASSAI. Balasse. That's the guy you want to find. Baking While Baked. Jen says, there you go. As you wish. There you go. It is inconceivable. Inconceivable. It is just inconceivable.
And who doesn't love Andre the Giant?
Who doesn't love Andre the Giant? That's true. There you go. There you go.
Of course. In you go, Mom. Hey, you killed my father.
And prepare to die.
Whenever we saw him, he was one of the comedians that the school brought in. Yeah. I'm sure it was. No? Okay. Never mind. Must have been my other family.
You're in another world, my dear. You're in yet another world. Jeff Glass, at least he went on to Dallas and got a cup there, and Detroit. Yes, he did. He played for the Flames, the Blues, the Stars, and the Red Wings. Not one place. He was not what we call much of a back checker. No, he wasn't. He was a defensive liability. He scored goals, but yeah, Jeff, he would have never got a cup here. Jeff. I think Calgary, they let him go in the second or third year because he wasn't willing to play defense. And we had goal scorers at that time. Calgary was drowning in really good goal scorers, and he was a liability. So the Flames got product for him. They got talent for him. But, yeah, we were thrilled when we scored. We nailed Joey Mullen. We got Joey Mullen from the Blues. That was an incredible trade. Doug Gilmour we got from the Blues. Oh, my God.
For a while, Joey was the top scoring American player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joey Mullen and Poplinski and a few other guys, they all just blossomed together. The Flames had wonderful years. But it is what it is. Crazy 49er, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
There you go. Oh, my gosh. Well, kids, we're going to say our goodbyes to you at the moment. We're still up 1,062 on the Dow, so maybe there's a little correction coming or a little profit taking or a little dip. Maybe there's a little dip in a rally later. Maybe we end up 1,500 points up anyway. I don't know. You're there. I'm watching from here. We'll keep an eye on this market. Oil up 56 cents. The VIX is at 37.64, so things are in the right direction. We've got GameStop at 24.56 today. We got SoFi at 10.06, a little pullback at the moment. ASTS at 21.93, the Rocket Lab at 18.65. We're finally seeing a little bit of a pullback from the first morning's gains. We'll see where this leads as the day wears on. Keep the drive alive. Stay on top of your option chains. Watch the shrinkage. You option writers, you're watching the market go down. You're going, okay, market wants to go down. Oh, okay. My calls, I might be buying back my call credit spreads, my covered calls. I'll take a look. Not a problem. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day today. And we'll definitely see you here tomorrow morning without a question. Tomorrow being Wednesday. Don't forget tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Primetime Live. Gold Bagel members only. Join us and join us. Thank you again for all of your kind words, your support, everything. The Big E. Neat. Zzz, there you go. And what's going on here? Susan says, I thought you had ended your show a while ago. This is great. Thank you, everybody. Jeff Glass, he scored a ton of goals in St. Louis. Fun to watch. Splair, found him. Thank you.
You'll like him, Blair.
You found him, Splair. You're going to like him. Bobby, what's the matter? Colonel Sandrew's chicken. Savage of Wall Street. It's one of those days today. Cover calls are shrinking. Cash secured puts decaying. Me crossing arms and praying I get assigned on cash secured puts. Have a great day, folks. There you go. The Big E's. Vilbus, we were also pretty happy to acquire Joe Newendike from Calgary. No kidding, but we got Jerome McGinley because of that move, and we were happy with that. Jeff Glass, neat. Savage of Wall Street. I'm watching Tombstone today again. Val Kilmer should have gotten the Oscar for that. Brian, thank you. Uncle B, Splair, have a relaxed day, everybody. Brian, neat. Bobby, what's the password? It's 1234. That's something an idiot would use on their language. Close, Stone, very close. Margin call, neat. All right, kids, have a great one. We'll catch you a little later. Brian, June 26th, cash you could put on Rocket Lab, folding my arms. What should I do? Got $8.49 for those babies. Oh, my goodness. Giddy up on the Rocket Lab. It's 1862 up 110. Tom, I'm your Huckleberry Tombstone. What a movie. There you go, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. We're going to say our goodbyes in 3, in 2, in 1. Goodbye.